Welcome back, everyone, to the next episode in this epic Crusader Kings 3 series. We started out all the way back in episode 1 as the lowly Earl of Warwickshire. We controlled this territory and nothing else. We managed now to be on the verge of empire. We just need to gather up 9 more counties, and we will be able to create the Empire of Britannia, uniting all of the British Isles under one banner, one crown. We're not there yet. King Edward, son of England, 51 years old, rules not quite enough, but at least financially we're in a much better situation. So we've got a couple of ways that we can work on this. We can create a duchy here. We can also usurp the Grand Principality of Ulster. That, I believe, will gather at least one more county for us. I'm going to go ahead and do that. It's going to cost us some gold, but it should gather up some additional territory for us. We've also formed an alliance with my brother, Prince Ragnar, who we took a throne from and had him remove all his titles on it. There's something wrong with my queen. Oh, that's right. She's got the Great Pox. I gave it to her because I was sleeping around because I'm a terrible human being. I am rakish. Right there, you can see that. It was a way of dealing with my stress. So there's not a lot else I can do at the moment. Let's just kind of recap where we're at on the Empire of Britannia. We need 7 more counties. We only need 800 gold now to do that. All right, here's a way to do it. Man is not a kingdom. It is a principality. Princess of Wales, 55 years old, controls that. We could force her vassalization. She holds too many counties to do that, so we actually cannot. We've got to actually swipe some counties from her first. Once we swipe the counties, then we'll be in a position to do that. So let's get it going. All right, we're back at war once again. We'll raise the army. Armies, I should say. There's some kind of a siege going on here, but nothing I really need to worry about. Let's head on over. Alright, so she's got an ally that's joined the war. Where's that put them? Nowhere close. Nothing at all that I have to worry about. Okay. So we've won one of our sieges. Now we just got to finish the other one. Oh, who's laying siege to us? I don't even see it. It must be over here somewhere. Or is it up here? There's so many territories anymore. Okay, it's all the way up here on the Scottish border. So while we continue our siege here, we are going to send these 7,000 men north to deal with this army. And that should all happen at about the same time. Remember, this whole war is happening over one county, and it's costing me a lot of money in the meantime. But that's just the reality. Oh, nice. Thank you. Go after the army. Well, we'll just go back and take our territory back that we lost. Let him come to me if he so chooses. Okay, we're about to complete our siege down here. Oh, that was actually that one up there. Alright, we got Annandale back. We still haven't won the siege down here. Now we're going to send our army north before he completes this siege. And he's going to disengage and run away once he sees me coming. He won't try to face this army. Oh, maybe he will. Yeah, there he goes. I knew he wouldn't do it, but we'll catch him anyway. Oh, we caught one of the armies, but not both. Even better. The Battle of Stirling. Awesome. Love it when it's a historic battle. Valuable hostage captured. We captured the princess's son. And that's one of the people that we're after is the princess herself. So we got her son. As soon as this siege is completed, that should push us to 100%. Boy, that siege took a long time. How are we doing here? It's still 2 months. My goodness. Why is that one taking so long? Oh, he came down to fight me. How'd that work out for you? Oh, now we don't have to complete the siege because we won a battle. Okay. There's another county. And that's actually one that I get to directly control. My nephew Roderick was killed during that battle. That's unfortunate. It wasn't of my house, but still. Oh, man, we actually ran into debt there. All right, so we've got low county control. So let's deal with that. Duke John's our chancellor now. What we need is Duke Edmund to deal with this. What's the county we just took? Is that it? Let me look real quick. It's, yeah, Marionid. Okay. So that's here. Okay. Low county control. Let's deal with it. Why won't it let me do that? Interesting. We can go somewhere else. Oh, we can borrow gold from the Holy Order that we created. I don't need to do that right now, but if I find myself in that position, that's actually good to know. We should be now 6 counties away. The problem is I'm not getting any younger. I don't know if we're going to get all the counties we need before I die, and some of these lands are going to have to be reconquered. How are we now on being able to do forced vassalage? She still has too many counties. Darn it. Okay. We could seize a duchy from her. That might help. All right, and just like that, we're going to have a civil war. The right to rule Wales belongs to Seor by divine right. We've gathered the support required. I don't think so. All right. Rally the troops. Raise the armies. What are we facing? We're facing pretty much equal numbers. All right, so number 1, we're going to have to call some allies, and we have allies. We've got a ton of prestige, so that is not an issue at all. We can also ask our head of faith for gold, which we will do. Let's call King Luis from Portugal to help us out. I'm going to renegotiate. I don't know why I have to keep negotiating this alliance. Thank you. All right, we got to merge the army in one place. Thank you, King Luis. All right, now can we call Prince Ragnar? Now, it keeps telling me I can negotiate that alliance. I don't know why it does that sometimes. All right, as soon as we merge, we're going to start going after enemy forces. Try to hit him before he can link up his forces. What do we face in total? We're now facing 17,000 against our 18,000. And you can see a massive army coming from the Duchy of Meath over there. Let's go for this guy down here first. Another mental break. I thought I was finally getting away from all of that stress. Yeah, that's what I thought, dude. You don't want to take me on. We just don't want to... Oh, wait, Meath, is that not actually an enemy army? It's not. Okay. Good, I thought it was. He's spread out all over the place. Just got to catch up to him. Got him. There it is. Major battle coming here. My daughter Elizabeth comes of age in the midst of all of that happening. Can't wait to look at the results of this battle. This is a big one. I need to get some better knights. I should have more knights power than I do. Awesome. All right, let's take a look at the results of that one. Enemies left the war. They're like, okay, we're out. We got our butts kicked. We are done. 913 killed, 2,800 killed on the other side. Most importantly, our knights killed 210 and didn't lose a single man. Every unit in my army performed well, even the levies. Specifically, our knights. Boy, Mayor Peter for him killed 53. That's pretty impressive. Duke Edward of Wessex was our big champion. Yeah, so we need some better dukes. We need some better knights than what we have right now. All right, with those guys exiting the war, they're down to just 12,000 available to them. We're about to hit another one of his army. Oh, that's the army of Lisbon. Okay, let's get over here. These are all neutral armies. Here's the main enemy force. In fact, that's most of the enemy force. All right, Lisboa, get up here up with us. Help us out. They'll get there, and I'll be able to hold my own in the meantime. I'm going to hold right there until they get a little closer. There you go. Yeah, you better run. That's right. Half of his army started running, and they're not going to fight. Oh, that was ideal. That's exactly what we needed. I don't think we can catch the other guy, but boy, it'd be nice if we could. We did. Ha ha ha! We fought half the army at a time. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. That could not have gone better. 342 killed for us to 2,100 for him. The other one, 233 to 3,000. Two absolute destructions. But not nearly enough to end this war. And you can see a lot of the territory they're claiming over here in Ireland. We're going to have to go over and start grabbing back. Alright, I'm still rakish, and I should not be doing this. Duchess Ayleswith of Northumbria. She's a treacherous villain. She's the spouse of Duke Edmund. I don't want to tick her off, or tick him off, so I'm going to say no, my heart will remain pure. I'm getting stressed out because I'm trying to learn another language and it's not working. Sod this, I'm off to the whorehouse. Oh man. Okay. Probably going to get the Great Pox again. But at least our stress will go down. Our culture has discovered guilds. I guess let's continue on with capturing some of this territory. Until we push far enough to... Oh, what's going on here? No, it's just attrition that we'll take. I think this is the guy that started it all. Negotiate the release. Renounce your claims. Yeah, we'll just have him renounce his claims. Alright, new perk available. True Ruler. Offer vassalization acceptance up 25%. That might come in handy. But right now our issue is, of course, that we just lost all the money that we had previously gained. But the war is over. Disband the army. What can we do here? We can marry off our daughter. We've got 4 prisoners that can be ransomed, including this Duke. And that's the main one that I'm concerned about right now. Negotiate release based on what? There's really not anything worthwhile here. Let me ponder that for a little while longer. Alright, who can we marry off our daughter Elizabeth to? Let's start with rank. I'm not going to marry off somebody to a peasant revolt, although this guy is a duke. He's Lithuanian, though. How about Scots? Petty King Lenin of the populist uprising in Scotland. That would lend some legitimacy to that uprising, but no, I don't think so. The Count of Baden? No. Prince Wulf of Sweden? That might be the way to go, but he's 58. I don't think so. How about prestige gain? Oh, who's this right here? He's Scottish. No, this one's Scottish. He's not. Man, not a lot of good choices. How about this Norwegian dude right here? They are related. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. We'll make it matrilineal. There's a risk of them being inbred. Yeah, and then there's the delicate inheritable trait. Yeah, I think we'll say no to that. Those are the kinds of things we need to keep an eye on. What about this French guy, Julian? Inheritable traits. Slow and delicate. What the heck? A lot of things get past Julian unnoticed. Man, we've got to deal with all kinds of this stuff. And the longer the game goes on, the more that kind of stuff's going to happen. Oh, they won't accept. That's a lot of prestige, though. He's an heir to a barony. All right, we'll do it. All right, congratulations on your marriage. I swear, they just don't want to let me get ahead financially. Every time I get just a little bit of gold, somebody wants to do something. And now in this case, we've got a peasant rabble that is going to force us to raise an army. It's a tiny peasant rabble. I really don't even need to raise the whole army. In fact, we're going to disband half of it. We'll just take half the army, so it won't hurt us as bad financially. And they're going to run. I'm not even going to have a chance to defeat them in combat. I should have raised them a little closer, and that wouldn't have happened. Where are they going to go? They're going to run to Scotland? Oh, we got more of a peasant rabble over here. Pretender rebels. They're trying to merge up with them. Rest in peace, my sister Elizabeth, age 59. She died. We're going to ransom off a couple of our prisoners here. Really isn't much to them at the moment. And then let's deal with this peasant rabble. A quick and decisive victory. Alright, there it is. Disband the army. Didn't lose too much financially on that one. I'm going to grant the petty kingdom of Albany to my son. He remains my vassal, and that removes the problem of holding too many duchies at one time. Now let's try and gain some money. And then we got to gather up some of these remaining territories. What's this here? Oh yeah, ransom. Alright, we're going to declare war on Scotland for the Kingdom of Fife. Actually, you know what? I think I'll wait a few more months, build up my gold a little bit. I'm just a little anxious because I'm 55 years old and I don't know if I'm going to live long enough to conquer the remaining counties that I need. I really should be going after more from Man so that she has a reduction in counties to where I can force vassalization. I don't know how many it's got to go down to, but I still have a truce with her, so I can't do it right now. Okay. Is there a chance we can change the objective? Yeah, we'll go for Fife. Alright, let's do it. King Vladimir of Scotland. I still can't get used to that. And off we go. An enemy joined the war. How many men does that give him? That still only gives him 3,900. I really ought to just not use both of these armies. Because financially it makes sense, since 7,300 is more than enough to get the job done. Let's call the King of Portugal. I'm going to spend 350 prestige. I have a ton of prestige. That's not a problem. All right, off to Scotland we go. Lisbon brings a huge army this time, 6,000 men. Northumberland's under siege, so now that we've won that battle, we're going to go deal with the army in Northumberland. Hopefully we can put a quick end to this war. I think the Portuguese are going to catch up to them. They did. Excellent. I'll start marching back towards Scotland, because they'll have him taken care of easily. I'll go after this other army. Let's see what percentage that victory puts us to. 54. Defeat this army, maybe grab one more territory, and we should get 100. Ah, he got away. Alright, let's lay siege. And I guess we'll go right here. My final child, Estefania, has come of age. The army of Portugal defeated the Scottish army in the field. He's still chasing him around, and that pushed it to 99%. There it is. We didn't even have to win the siege. Enforced demands, so be it. We stayed on the positive side financially by only using one army. And now we've added Fife, which includes Dunfermline, which is a pretty historic area there. That's where a lot of the Scots are buried, Dunfermline Abbey. That should put us at 70 counties. Yep, we still need 5 more. Time to marry off Estefania. The question is, who's available? The Prince of the Holy Roman Empire. Okay, he's only 9. But dang, he's the son of the Kaiser. I feel like that's a good match. Man, how could we not do that? Imagine if we are able to complete our empire and then ally with the Holy Roman Empire? Yes, please. Okay, so the Duchess of Meath. Renounce your claims on all of that stuff, and I'll let you go. What about this guy here? Yeah, he's not really worth all that much. Convert, and I'll let you go. Become a Catholic. Still need 5 more territories. How long before we can declare war on her again? Depends on how long this truce lasts. Okay, so it appears that the queen, the former Queen of Wales, died, who was running the Principality of Man. So now no longer do we have the issue of the truce. We're not quite to where they would just accept vassalage. So we go to war. We still can't force vassalage. We can do it for our claims, though. What would I gain the title of? Yeah, it'd just be 1 more territory. I don't know if that duchy wouldn't do it. All right, let's do it. War again. This is going to be just the nature of things until I'm able to complete the Empire. He's only got 2,500 men, so disband one half of that. Go in with the other half. Alright, he's right next to me here. So we're going to have a chance to defeat his army in the field real quick. Now we've got a faction being created against us. A peasant rabble, not a big deal. Those are usually pretty weak. We're halfway there just with that victory. The other half will come from this siege. This will be a really quick war. New perk available. Writing history, you can take the commission Epic Decision. Interesting. My sister Margaret died, so slowly my family is dying off. Obviously that signals things to come for myself. Heresy. Not a problem. The other thing I can do, because I've got so much prestige, is I can push the Crown Authority back up. And I'm definitely going to do that. I don't know what changes we have in succession law these days. Let's take a look and see. Can we go to primogeniture? We do not have... Well, let's worry about the Crown Authority first, one thing at a time. What's going on here? Alright. Okay. We've got victory. We went into debt primarily because crossing the sea costs money. And I had to do that to go take some of his territory. Let's go ahead and disband the army. We've gathered up the last remaining territory in Wales. And now we've got to get some of that money back. Earl Gavin of Galloway. Negotiate release. No. Just give me the money. What land am I going to lose when vassals die? Oriel and Gowrie. I'm not too worried about those. Alright, so there's a couple of things now. And here's the main issue. We've now taken enough territory from man that we can fight a forced vassalization war. Now, because we're in the middle of a truce, it's going to hurt me in terms of levels of fame and things like that. It's going to take a lot of the prestige that I have left. Oh, my brother Ragnar just died. So that leaves, I would guess, his realms to one of his sons, and he had a bunch of them. But here's the fight that is going to determine our ability to create a empire. Of course, I won't have the money for it yet. All right. The Pope wants me to join the Crusade, so I guess I'll have to pledge my forces, at least temporarily. In the meantime, though, I've got to try and win the war that I'm in the middle of fighting. And so I'm trying to lay siege to some of his territory, but financially we're getting into a rough spot. We've not got to appoint a beneficiary. How about my daughter? Princess Elizabeth. That works. Crusade launches in 3 months. I will not be ready to go in 3 months. Is that the enemy army? It is. We caught him. Now we have a Liberty faction. Let's take a look at this faction real quick. They want a lower Crown Authority, and they've got the manpower to do it. I guess I have no choice. Darn it. I had just raised that. I guess that's not happening. The crusade for Syria is on. Meanwhile, we are spending every dime we have trying to win this stupid war. Now we have a peasant rabble coming against us. I'm not too worried about that. I've got to win the current war. I'm just about out of money. 85%. We still can't finish this off. The peasant rabble's got 2,000 men. We've got to go deal with them. Then we'll come back and finish off the war against him. That's still at 85%. For the record, I'm now 62 years old. I'm going to be right on the verge of creating this empire, only to die before I have a chance to see it. Alright. What territory does he still have that I can go after? Alright, down here. And we're just about in debt now. At long last, we have won the war. We will enforce vassalization. And that should be enough. It should be enough. We can ask our head of faith for gold. 750 gold. That actually would do it. That would be enough. Thank you. Create the title. Rule Britannia. Britannia rule the waves. Britons never, never, never shall be slaves. Oh, yeah, baby. I am now a mighty emperor. Look at that crown. Oh, glorious. Okay. So now we're not even worried about what happens with the kingdoms because we can have multiple kingdoms under an emperor. All right. We're going to wrap it up right there. I have created the Empire of Britannia. We're probably going to have to join in this crusade at some point, but that is a great place to stop. Let me know your thoughts. Use the comment section below. It is 1279. We've still got not quite 2 centuries to play. What else can we do? Well, first we have to consolidate our gains. Maybe subjugate Scotland under Britannia. And then we can start to look over here for what comes next. All right, we'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.